this online.
You know, like, calm down. You know, then I mean, if we bring you to them, so calm down. It's just the way I want to do this. You will collect 50 million.
So thank you for accepting this request. So the first thing I want to clear on air right now is the fact that Tekunbi said I was asking him for money. That's actually not true. So when joblaq's issue happened concerning the hospital, it was sudden, right? What we got was a call, a sudden call that come and carry him, or this and that and all of that. And it was sudden to everybody. At that time, there was no money on ground. Like I mentioned yesterday, I was in my finals in school. So I needed money to finish up my project. So what Tekunbi said at that time was that, okay, we should not worry, that anything he would, like any amount we spend, he was going to take care of it. We had a mutual agreement that no matter the amount he spends, joblaq is going to pay back when he is better. It was a mutual agreement, like I said. So when we took joblaq to the hospital, he paid 300,000 naira. And we still have another sister. She also added like some thousands of naira to over 100K. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, at the hospital, like we spent even more than 500K, but I just gave him an account of everything we paid at the hospital, and it was about 450,000 something. So since he paid 300K, I used my money for projects. The money I was meant to use for my final year project, that was the money I used to finish up the payments in the hospital. Please, if I need to finish up my project, won't I call him or ask him for the 150K I added? Was it not an agreement? Was it not an agreement?
Well, I understand that part is an agreement.
Can you hear me?
I understand that part is an agreement, but this is your brother's self. So I really did asking him for the money.
Why on earth?
Okay, it was an agreement.
Why
now,
would you say
why was Tekunbi getting the cost? Why was Tekunbi getting the cost of
money for my no? You can't tell me that.
He's part of the people that use the money.
Boss Ali, what
he already said he would take
now, if part of the people who chop the money,
he said he would.
Boss Ali, what did you say?
No, excuse me. Sandra, can you hear me? Sandra, can you hear me?
Yes. What's the issue exactly? Listen, I want to know. Is it the percentage or the money? What's the issue exactly?
No, I'm not talking about this. No. Like I said before I started talking, I said I want to address the fact that Tekunbi told Sandra Benedo that I collected money.
You collected money.
Say what that is Peller.
No, yes.
Can you just mute them because they're just. So now what I'm trying to clear is the fact when he was happy that insisted that we take him to the hospital and we should not worry, he will pay. He said he will pay. After getting to the hospital, we spent, the first amount we sent was 300K, and we spent over 300K. Okay. I used the money I was meant to use to finish up my project, 150K, to finish up the money for the treatment. So after the whole treatment thing, he didn't want to send the money, and I had to go and ask him that I need this money for my project. That was when I went to ask him that you already said you will pay. So why are you now holding back the money? And that was
what you want, Boss Ali? Boss Ali, Bella, I want to do you behave now. Boss Ali, joblaq say what you want and I catalog me like give a catalog.
And they go discuss and to give catalog no hard. They supposed to give a catalog. Why?
They should give the catalog, yes. They should give the catalog. That is what he wants. So even if they want to pay him his money back or they don't want to pay, it's okay. We're not fighting for the money. They should just give him his catalog. And now, Tekunbi has an attitude that nobody knows about. He will lead you on. You guys will have conversations. But when it is time to take action, he would not. Look at the public statements they went to release today. They stated it there They stated it there inside that public statement that they are in touch with his representative. Which of the representatives are they in touch with?
Who is the rep?
Who are they ever responded to?
The lawyer, the conversation was him and one lawyer, whatever, discussing about the stuff.
So now, it is not about him showing you conversation between him and his lawyer. Why is he not talking to Joe's lawyer? That is the question. Why is he not talking to Joe's lawyer?
So who are they negotiating?
The first time Joe's lawyer texted Use herself.
She's asking you a question.
What did you say?
I said, who were they negotiating all this while with 70, 30, 60, 40?
Yes, who's the person?
Okay, so I don't know if you know Suki. Suki was the person acting as the middleman. That is, let me use was. That was Joe's personal manager at that time. So this is what happened. When Tekunbi sent, when Tekunbi sent the state 70-30, the contract 70-30, he got back to Suki that no, he can't do 70-30. Suki will now be the one to get back to Tekunbi, because after the first email the lawyer sent, Tekunbi did not respond because she addressed the email to City Club, but they did not respond. They now provided her with a personal email. I think Suki's email that she can be sending messages to. So since then, Suki has been the one acting as the middleman, and it is always via phone call. I can remember the last time Suki called.
Who is Suki talking with?
When
Suki
was always talking to me and joblaq.
I heard Suki.
Yes, he was talking to me.
Representative. So Suki was representing City Plug in the conversation, right? So that means Suki has to have.
Yes, yeah.
I heard that means
we were talking.
I heard they were talking with you guys now.
What I am telling you currently is that the last message I personally sent to Tekunbi, he has not taken actions on those things. So if he is putting it out there in a public statement that is in.
What was the last message?
What did you say?
What was the last message?
So what was the last message?
Yes, the last message I sent him was number one. I mentioned that since already agreed to do 50-50 on the Casablanca money, you guys have not said anything about the balance till now. And that was like weeks. I don't know if it is a month already, but I know it is like a long time ago.
But they won't give her car now.
But it was an acknowledged.
They don't give her the car.
They won't give you car. They won't give you car.
They tell Joe making sign.
During the time, see, when joblaq vex come out for Tekunbi house for Lekki, when he come Alagbado for real. That was when Tekunbi sent him messages telling him that 2 cars are in the country because of you now. So he sent him a lemon color Chevrolet, and I know that it is that Chevrolet that they went to change to color white now. But even if it is not the Chevrolet, I shall know he sent my brother a Chevrolet, and he was mentioning one other Range Rover, telling him that 2 cars are in the country because of him.
He's talking about the Range Rover. I'm the one that told him that he's not the Range Rover. Because that kind of wahala. I drive, that's the same kind of drive. So for someone
that's actually his business. Because that was not cool with it, because I felt like if my brother wants to own a car, or if you intend to buy a car for my brother, it should be the one to, at least give him like the range of amount of car you want to buy for him, and let him be the one to pick what he wants, not you choosing for him.
No, I feel like that's the management stuff. Do you understand? It's management that is. Do you understand? So it's them that
the management is to
it's not for the talent to decide.
Okay, so now what we are saying now is Tekunbi or City Plug Entertainment should please, we are begging them to release the music catalog. It's no longer with them.
Asking for catalog. How long have you asked for this catalog? How long have you asked for this catalog? How long have you asked for this catalog?
It was since when this whole issue escalated and I started mentioning the catalog.
And then what was the response on the catalog?
Although there is no official statement yet, we've not sent a mail concerning maybe they send the catalog or not.
Because I feel like, if you guys are requesting for the catalog, and you guys already did 50-50 on the Casablanca song, do you understand? Yeah. So now on the catalog, you guys will have an agreement. Yeah. This catalog is going to you guys, but you guys have a certain agreement on this catalog whatever that comes out from whatever that comes out from all of these songs that you guys
just go do juju.
Do you understand? You guys
Anything that comes from the catalog. What are you saying
Why
about
will you not
that?
take your catalog? See, why will you not collect your catalog? Make you leave the money for them, leave the balance, carry your catalog.
Yes, now you should leave the money. That's what I'm saying. Even the balance, they are not ready to pay it. I'm saying they don't even want the money.
Everybody talk catalog, and I want to explain something now. All the songs dropped while they were working together. Resources were put into to push the songs from both parties, right?
Oh, yeah.
So now, even if they're handing over the catalog to Joe, no wahala, hold your catalog. But there's an agreement. Whatever revenue that comes out from the catalog, you guys will still whatever comes out, you guys will share and send to them. If that agreement is in place,
but that is based on an agreement, right? That is based on an agreement, right?
Yes, of course.
So that's fine. That can actually work. Because, like you said, it is input from both sides. But now, Boss Ali, you can see that you are coming out here and you are talking about, you are making everything clear. That is what I want Tekunbi to do. Instead of him trying to guilt trip and trying to start gaslighting people and saying false things up and down, like telling someone, showing her a proof that, oh, I asked for my money, whereas he did not tell her what he said about that money. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense.
I understand you.
How can you make a promise and at the end of the day, you are showing someone the app chat. You are not telling them the full story of everything on ground. It's not fair. Everybody has the right to come up on TikTok to say their mind and say their truth. Honestly, I didn't even know my brother was going to eventually come out to do what he did. And get proud of. Ask Tekunbi, all the shows joblaq went out for, were they paying him instantly? Does he even know how much they are earning on each shows that he's going out?
Was that an account of couple of okay, see how much you
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. There was no account of anything. Tekunbi was basically extorting my brother. That was what he did. That is what I will term it as.
No, don't call
honestly. How can he be please? How can he be going out for no, Boss Ali, please. Let us call a spade. This boy was
don't call it extortion. Do you understand? So okay. Now he might have sent him the money.
I take my words back, yeah. I take my words back. I'm not gonna use the word extortion. But make me understand how a talent will be going out for shows. After the first one, he comes back, you will not say anything about it. Then he goes for the second one, he comes back, you won't say anything about it.
So now, let me explain this one to you. Depends on the formats they are using. Sometimes, like Peller now before, it was on monthly basis. They don't ball now. But he changed his mind.
But did he make all these things clear? You don't understand.
But the talent is supposed to know how much is being paid for a show now.
Of course, at the end of the month, you got the talent. See.
At the end of the month,
please, my own is Boss Ali. Even if you want to do it monthly, nobody is arguing with you. Nobody is saying you can't do whatever you want. It's your business. You are the ruler there. You can make your rule, and your talent has to follow it.
No, it's a mutual understanding, not making rules. It's a mutual understanding. If the talent wants his money before or after this point,
I'm using the word make rules because as it is to me, he has been making the rules. So now, even if you want to be paying him on monthly basis, see, I can even Boss Ali, I'll get your contact. I'll share you messages that I've sent to Tekunbi. I will even be the one speaking up that I want, like, what exactly are you doing with Joe? You are not clarifying things with him. How much are you earning on shows? When exactly is he meant to be getting paid after shows? Is he not meant to be getting paid immediately? And at the end of the day, by the time Tekunbi will respond, he will just pick out one or two from my messages and reply to the ones he wants to respond.
How long have you been doing this?
How long have you been doing this?
And during this period, Joe was
I've been doing it since March. But then my brother will not let me come out to speak up. Honestly, I've been doing these things. I will ask Tekunbi what exactly is going on. At a time, okay, we felt like, oh, Joe was, spending money anyhow. We not even told Tekunbi that, okay, maybe we should open an account. If he earns 2 million naira, you can send him maybe 1 million naira and keep the remaining 1 million naira in another account. So at a point in time, when they now started sending him 1 million naira. I now felt like, oh, maybe that was what they were doing. Do you understand? I felt like that was what they were doing. But I kept on, you can see, even ask Tekunbi to open this chat. You will see since when I've been asking Tekunbi, what exactly, he has not officially, I keep saying it, he has not officially signed a contract with you, but he has been working. How have you been making, how have you been taking records? He has been going for jobs. How have you been paying him? He goes out for shows, you don't pay him. I gave an example yesterday. This whole hospital saga, when my brother came back, he was not fully well. But the fact that Tekunbi paid a debt of like maybe 800k for Joe at that time, he collected money for streaming. I don't want to go deep into that, but he paid 800k. I'm aware of that, yes. Tekunbi paid 800k for Joe. So when we go back from the hospital, maybe 4 or 5 days after, Tekunbi had already said, oh, he will be looking out for gigs. But when he requested for Joe as that, on one night like that, around 10 p.m., my mom had to collect the phone. When I showed my mom that Tekunbi is saying that I should look for a cab for Joe to bring Joe down, that he got a gig for him. I now said, my mom now collected the phone from me. My mom now told Tekunbi that, Tekunbi, Mr. Tekunbi, Joe cannot leave this house this night. You know he still has to take his med and all of that. Then what was the next thing Tekunbi went and texted Joe because he knew that if he told Joe, Joe will not want to listen to us, that he will not want to stay at home. Then the next thing, and I insisted on following Joe. I followed Joe for that. It was a house party. That night, that guy that hosted the house party, when we were leaving, the guy gave me 200k. They played FIFA, they did betting. Someone won 700k. They gave the guy the 700k right in front of me. So now, for someone that's I know 900k might be a small money to some people, but for someone that's won that 900k, that night, mind you, since that 10, since that 10 chill now, but Ali, no, you can't tell me that guy did not pay Tekunbi for Joe to be at the party. It's
no, of
not
course
possible.
He paid. Of course he paid.
But so now let me explain what I'm explaining now. So then, from that 10 p.m., eventually Tekunbi sent down a Elox vehicle to come and pick us at home. We went for that show. We didn't leave there until like maybe 4. We go back home around 5. I was not even telling my mom that this job my brother is doing is too stressful. That even me, I have not slept since that last night that we left the house. A day after, 2 days after, I asked my brother, have they paid you? He said no. Have they paid you? Weeks after, have they paid you? He said no. But then Tekunbi will now be like, he's doing like big uncle. He likes Joe. Next thing he will be like, now that he will just reach out that if Joe needs anything, we should let him know. Oh, guys, it's not about that. Fucking pay him his money. Don't make it look as if you are doing him a favor. That is everything he did. Everything Tekunbi did. He was making money from Joe. He never paid. He only paid him after 2 or 3 shows. He would just throw him 1 million naira. That was what he was doing. That boy cannot account for anything. Even when he was on his own, he made millions. I was the one he was keeping his money with at that time before he got a car. Every week, my brother was always sending millions for me to keep for him at that time. That the money he was getting from TikTok then. Do you understand? So now he's under a management where everything is meant to be moderate and well organized. Do you understand me? He's meant to be moderate and well organized, but then that is when he doesn't have money, he's broke. Fine, he had a crisis, but when he was over that crisis, my brother was back on those stages. He was going for shows, but Tekunbi did not pay him. Like after one show, go pay him. But then since then I've been fighting like, okay, wait. I'm not saying that this boy cannot work for you. I was not even arguing about any fucking thing with him. All I was just saying was that if he's going out for shows, you should be able to pay. And now, I was not even saying that I want you to pay him 10 million or any big amount. Even if it was 500k, you want to be paying him after each shows. I know he's receiving an amount after each shows, and I know he's not being cheated. Do you understand? But then, since then, anytime you try to talk to Tekunbi about it, I send him I will send samples, but I don't want to start posting things online. I'll send him long messages that you need to clear this thing, you need to clear it with me. I want to know. I am his senior sister. In fact, I have to tell them that I am his acting PA. Always give me all the information about him. I want to know because I am the closest to him in the family.
But
even if my mom,
let me tell you what.
Sally, this thing, you go far. You say.
Wait. Even the one, right? I sang with Windows. I'm just knowing it's that they paid 8,000 euros, which I never got anything from it. Say you get 8,000 euros, I don't collect 10 naira from it, and they thought say they pay me. From which place? They don't tell me anything. I just
now
say they collect 8,000 euros from that money. So me, I not really go for
my own is for transparency. Any message I send to Tekunbi, I always mention. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Anytime I am texting Tekunbi, I always ask for. Okay. Anytime I'm texting Tekunbi, I always ask for clarity and I always ask for transparency. Do you understand? So, fast forward to around February, my brother started asking for that money. Like he started asking for the Casablanca money because someone had told him that every three months the money go dey come out. So that February was the third month that the money was meant to come out. Then he started asking. So early March, I now went to see Tekunbi. Then Tekunbi showed me a message saying that the money is not out yet, oh, blah blah blah. I even had to call my brother that day that, oh guy, you go need calm down, oh. I have met Tekunbi one-on-one before. We talk like matured human beings. Like we always like come to a conclusion when we talk. But the only issue I have with him is when I ask him about how my brother should get paid on all his jobs, he just goes mute. Like he will not just hear anything from him again. But then at that time my brother will be Tekunbi boss, so he respects Tekunbi even more than me. Do you understand? Even more than me. Do you understand? That is the kind of love he has for Tekunbi. Even if I tell him don't do this, he will still go and do something in favor of Tekunbi. That's just the kind of person he is. He respects Tekunbi a lot and he
look like you like Tekunbi well. Look
at, if you go to his page, he will still be the one pushing Tekunbi's songs, featuring in Tekunbi's music videos and all of that. So it is genuine love and all of that, but he doesn't understand all these things. I am older than him. See, I'm 6 years older than Joe, and it's not if I'm not educated. I'm educated. I know all these things. Even if I'm not in the industry, I can still say one or two. I can always Google things. I can always learn things online. I see things. Information usually fly online, and we learn new things every day. But my brother will be like, no. I don't want to go far with text. So, hey, text boss, hey, my boss, my oga, my this. At a point, I was even feeling like, have they hypnotized this guy?
Hypnotized me, say they don't lock him, Abi.
As if they don't jazz him. Honestly, at a point, I started feeling that way. I am honest. See, I'm coming out here to say my honest truth. See.
Sure, you now you dey closer to Tekunbi.
Sandra,
this is not supposed to go far now. You not go far now. You not go far.
Honestly, this matter no go far.
You not go far. This guy is now. This guy is down.
See, if Tekunbi is ready to talk and do the right thing.
Wait. No, leave.
It's not going to go far at all.
No, but wait. This not go far. And this is very heartbreaking. As in a very, very heartbreaking. The TV say, not to cut all long story short. And if they just give her in catalog, they just go. Any other thing, they say they don't care about any other money. Just give her in catalog, just go. That should be okay. That should be a problem.
Out of the 16.5, the current royalty statement, not even current, as at when we requested for it, because now I'm very sure another money is already going on it. At the time we insisted on getting the royalty statement, the money was 16.5 million naira, and they paid Joe 4,950,000 naira. So
He
tell
said he's
me,
paying extra 20%.
they did what?
He said he's owing you guys extra 20% from that.
He told you that, Abi.
Yes.
Oh yeah, now when is he going to pay?
And
You should put, see, my own
you
is,
want?
my own is, it's not always, I don't want to
What do you guys
mouth.
want? No, at this point, what do you guys
So
want?
now-
What do you guys want?
What I want, or what we want, is that if he still wishes to pay the money, he should put a time